Now I get to use this?
Go for it.
All right.
Here we go.
Okay, a regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of the Greater Boca Raton Beach and Park District is now in order. It's December 2nd at 5:15. Joanne, may you call the roll call?
Sure. Commissioner Ernst.
Here.
Commissioner Engel.
Here.
Commissioner Rollins is not here at the moment. Commissioner Vogelsang
Here.
and Commissioner Wright is absent this evening.
Okay, thank you. Do I have any changes to the agenda?
Yes, Commissioner Engel, item number 2, City Centennial Partnership discussion. We're going to move to the next agenda. We're still working on the city feedback on our proposal.
Okay, sounds good. So we'll drop item number 2 and we'll go in order of number 1, then 3 and 4. Okay, and at this time, public request. We got a very big crowd out there. Is there anyone here for public requests? I'll take that as a no and we'll move on. So we're going to have a record agenda tonight. So we'll go on to the approval of minutes from the previous board meeting. Can I have a motion?
Move to approve?
Second.
Susie first, Steve second, and all in favor? Aye. Let's go.
Aye.
We're all set. Joanne, you want to do a roll call?
Sure. Commissioner Ernst.
Yes.
Commissioner Engel.
Yes.
Commissioner Vogelsang.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay. Next on the agenda is the regular business, and we'll start with number 1, the multi-park ball fields additions lighting proposal.
Commissioners, on page 6 of your agenda packets is a memo, an overview of the lighting that will help us supplement the additions that were approved last meeting for the baseball fields at both Sugar Sand Park and Patch Reef Park. I did speak with our chair, Wright. She's supportive of approving this, as well as Vice Chair Rollins are also supportive. So tonight, just looking for a motion to approve as presented.
Move to approve as presented.
Second?
All in favor? I'd say yes.
I think you roll call.
Oh, we'll have a roll call. Any discussion, I guess, then? No discussion? We'll move forward. Roll call. Go ahead.
Commissioner Ernst.
Yes.
Commissioner Engel.
Yes.
Commissioner Vogelsang.
Yes.
Motion passes 3-0.
Next on the agenda is the approval of paving for the northwest corner at North Park.
Commissioners, on page 27 of your agenda packets is a memo detailing the proposal, which is to cover the tennis courts with about 1 inch of asphalt so that the city can do the painting to create that traffic garden that was approved by the district prior. So tonight, just looking for a motion. And I also did speak with Chair Wright and Vice Chair Rollins. Both are supportive of this as recommended by staff. So tonight, looking for a motion to approve this as presented.
Move to approve all county paving for $48,984.
Second.
Okay, I'm in favor too, so we'll go for a vote.
Commissioner Ernst.
Joanne? Yes.
Commissioner Engel.
Yes.
Commissioner Vogelsang.
Yes.
Motion passes 3-0.
Okay, we're coming down to the finish. Number 4, or number 3, actually, since we deleted 2, the YMCA amendment.
Commissioners, at our prior meeting on November 18th, the board recommended that the board approved keeping the YMCA on for another year to finish out summer camp. This is on a revised agreement for the YMCA. In your agenda packets, I did speak with Chair Wright and Vice Chair Rollins. Both are supportive of this agreement as presented. So tonight, looking for a motion to approve this agreement as presented.
Move to approve amended YMCA agreement as presented.
Second?
And I also in favor of it. Any other discussion? Nope. Okay, Joanne?
Commissioner Ernst.
Yes.
Commissioner Engel.
Yes.
Commissioner Vogelsang.
Yes.
Motion passes 3-0.
Okay, so now we go to my part, the approval of payroll and invoices. So I'd like to make a motion for approval of payroll and invoices for the amount of $3,266,990.95.
Second?
Susie,
Second.
Susie beat you.
Oh,
Okay. All in favor? It's a yes. So go ahead, Joanne.
Commissioner Ernst.
Yes.
Commissioner Engel.
Yes.
Commissioner Vogelsang.
Yes.
Motion passes 3-0.
Okay. Next up, we have the executive director comments.
Commissioners, just a few items tonight. I just want to let everybody know the street parade invites were printed and also in your emails. So if you're intending on coming, You can let myself know or Joanna will let them know, but you do have your passes in your folders. The bids for the resurfacing the pool are due back December 6th, so we should have a recommendation at our next meeting for that. And then another reminder, Friday at 11 a.m. at Sugar Sand Park is the ribbon cutting for the new public art display over by the Family Pavilion. And that is all I have.
Okay. Next up, District Council.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just a couple of quick items, if you will. As you remember, the district filed a lawsuit against the J.J. Morley Company some number of months ago. J.J. Morley was the party to whom the district provided a temporary construction easement. The work was performed but not consistent with the easement, and the district, through its recommendation from its executive director, filed suit. The matter has been pending for some period of time, and as opposed to having a shade meeting, which would be a closed session with the board commissioners, we've decided that we have reached and achieved a destination in the context of a settlement that was consistent with the discussions that you have had individually with the executive director. The consequence of which is that we would ask this evening for your support to authorize a settlement of no less than $80,000. We believe that that's a benchmark number that we hope to achieve through this discussion we've had with counsel for the grantee of the easement, but not to be exclusive at 80,000. It might be more, but at least a minimum of not less than 80,000. Just as a consequence of conversation, there's an attorney fee provision, there's a fee shifting provision in the easement itself, which said that in the event that the district were to file suit, which it did, we had an entitlement for reimbursing our attorney's fees. To go back to court and to do the things that would be necessary to litigate the case, we would be in excess of 80,000. We would get our fees back, but all of that is conditioned upon collection. At this point, we believe that the $80,000 baseline number is consistent with the recommendations of the professional staff. We believe will make the district whole and avoids the litigation going forward, and avoids further legal fees and expenses that would be occasioned by the litigation, which would no doubt occur. I'd like to commend on the record our special counsel, the Johnson and Summer Law Firm, Hampton Johnson, who is related to Bruce Johnson. They have in some fashion think that he's a nephew, actually. He's a mature, thoughtful, good lawyer. At the end of the day, this is not an easy resolution. There were issues here. There were some discovery issues here, all of which were interesting, if I can use that word, as I did previously without getting any great detail. But I'd ask, Mr. Chair, for the purpose of this evening, to adopt a motion authorizing settlement of no less than $80,000 cash.
I'd like to make a motion to authorize the district council to pursue the settlement at no less than $80,000 in cash.
Second.
Any discussion?
I do want to put on the record, I did speak with our chair as well as vice chair, independently, separate conversations with the two of them, and both are supportive of this.
Okay. My only question for you, Sam, is,
Yes, sir.
is there anything that we could, just looking back, when we went into the arrangement, that we would do differently? And that we learned from?
There are.
Yeah.
And some are operational, by the way, in the context of the fact that there were some suggestions, ill-advised and ill-described, that suggested that the district failed to provide its authority or its direction during the course of construction, which was not true, but Brian will elaborate briefly, I hope.
I know for myself in the future, any in-kind donations or any in-kind aspects of an agreement I would rather just see a cash amount or a dollar amount put on every single in-kind contribution that somebody wants to make to our parks. But I think that's where, everybody agrees to do things by city code, and everybody agrees to do things by the standards of the park or whatever's required by the city. But then when they find out they have to have an archaeologist or they have to have certain plants out there that are not what they wanted to spend, that's not what they want to do. And I think that's where some of this discussion got into. So in the future, I would like a dollar amount rather than an in-kind.
Okay,
Gesture.
that's a valid comment. All right, Joanne, you want to do a roll call?
Sure. Commissioner Ernst,
Yes.
Commissioner Engel,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogelsang.
Yes.
Motion passes 3-0.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and Commissioners. We appreciate your support as well as your confidence, but more importantly, your patience. Sometimes litigation is not an easy event to engage in, and hopefully this one will resolve favorably, given the nature of the motion, and we'll hopefully move past it and onto bigger and better things. Thank you. Thank you all.
Commissioners, do you have any comments? This next discussion?
Go ahead.
Move to adjourn.
Oh, that was quick. Okay.
Second?
Okay, all in favor? I guess yes. Go ahead, Joanne.
Commissioner Ernst,
Yes.
Commissioner Engel,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogelsang.
Yes.
Motion passes 3-0.
All right, thank you very much.
You
Well done. Thank you.
Everyone.